Hello, welcome to Woodfired Weekly. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of hot smoked salmon. So here I've got a nice piece of salmon ready trimmed, and this is going to be a simple recipe with some smoked cherry wood, a little bit of lemon, a little bit of fennel. First thing we're going to do is to brine the fish. And brining just means soaking in a little solution of usually salt and sugar. Sometimes we can add spices to that as well, but today just salt and brown sugar. And this is pre-seasoning the fish, so we're going to get some saltiness into the fish, a little bit of sweetness, added sweetness. It's also going to help give it a really beautiful colour when we come to smoke it. I just like to make a couple of cuts into the flesh, and this allows the seasoning to get right in there, to let the brine get right in. It's also going to allow the smoke to get in there when we smoke it. So just like that, just some cuts into there, into our brine mixture, and leave that for half an hour to an hour, nothing more than that, absolutely plenty. Next thing we're going to do is soak some wood chips. Today I've got some cherry chips, going to give a lovely flavour to our fish. Huge variety of different woods you can get now, and really fun to play around with those. So a good couple of handfuls. And that too, 30 minutes of soaking, hour, same time as the brining. We can do all of that together and come back to it in a little while. So for this kind of hot smoking, hot roasting thing, we want a kind of 4 Mississippi oven. So 4 seconds before I really start to feel a nice tingle on my hand there. The other thing I want to mention is this Tuscan grill, and we're going to use a Tuscan grill to elevate the fish, because most of the smoke is going to collect at the top, so we want it to be up in the smoke. It's also going to allow the heat to get all around the fish. So I'm going to preheat this first before we do it. So that can go into the oven now. So the fish has had some brining, and now we want to take that brine off. So let most of that run off, and then I'm just going to pat that dry with paper towel. Okay, now to season this, pretty simple. A little bit of lemon zest, and then some fennel seed, some black pepper, no salt because we've already salted with the brine effectively, so we shouldn't need any of that. Olive oil, and pat all of that in just like that. Now we've got our cherry wood chips all nice and soaked, so I'm going to take those out of the water, ready to throw onto the fire, and I'll probably put 1 handful on, nice big handful at the back, lots of smoke, and then halfway through a little bit more, so I keep a nice kind of steady flow of embers. Tuscan grill's warmed up a bit. Just pop that there for a second. Handful of chips on my peel, and toss those onto the embers at the back there. And then on here I'm just going to put a little bit of oil, just so that the fish doesn't stick to it. Pop the fish on into the oven, and I'm going to close the door so that it kind of concentrates the smoke, but the flue is still open, or still halfway open, so it doesn't just sit there and become kind of stagnant. The smoke will be flowing over the fish, infusing the fish with flavour, but it won't hang around for too long. If it hangs around too long, the flavours aren't so nice. Just a lovely billow of smoke coming out as I open the door, and if I have a look at this, wow, looks absolutely fantastic. So we've got a beautiful colour on the smoked salmon, still nice and sizzling. So that is our smoked salmon cooked. It can be now left to go cold, served cold, or it can be served warm. Makes an absolutely fantastic salad. Beautiful kind of summer lunch. If it doesn't all get eaten in one go, gonna make a lovely pate afterwards. Really, really great, and really simple thing to do. Really nice thing to do with your wood-fired oven. And Smoking in the wood-fired oven, this kind of hot smoking, roasting with a bit of smoke, can be done with anything. So feel free to really sort of play around with that. And of course, if you like the video, subscribe, and we'll get another one every week. If you want to see the recipe, we've got a link below to our blog. Check that out. Have fun cooking. Thanks for watching.